The lobby hums with quiet ambition. Polished shoes, muted ties, coffee steam drifting like fog. You're waiting for the elevator when she steps beside you. Polished jacket, phone in hand, already scrolling. She expects you to glance, freeze, and perform, but you just nod once, barely, then turn your attention back to the time on your watch. You smell faint traces of perfume, but your breathing doesn't change. When the elevator arrives, you step in without hesitation, not rushing, not inviting, just leading with quiet certainty. She follows. Inside the elevator, everyone looks at their screens. You don't. Your hands rest comfortably, your shoulders drop, your jaw stays still. When the doors open, you step first. She lingers, confused by a detail she can't name. A seed drops, but growth always has a price. There's psychology beneath habits most men ignore. The first mechanism is attentional economy. The nervous system values whatever is not always available. When your focus is not scattered, it becomes currency. The second is implicit status signaling, micro behaviors that communicate internal hierarchy. Women don't need to be told you have options. They feel it through pace, posture, eye contact, boundaries. Imagine two men. One laughs too loudly, responds too quickly, adjusts himself around whoever is speaking. The other breathes through, pauses, holds eye contact 1 second longer. Lets conversation settle. One performs, the other truly belongs. Women track the difference. Maybe you feel this in yourself. Maybe you refill silence too fast. Maybe you lean forward when interest spikes. Maybe you justify why you leave early. Maybe you check your phone mid-sentence. Maybe you narrate how busy you are. Maybe you laugh even when nothing's funny. Maybe you compliment to earn warmth. Maybe you disclose too much too soon. Maybe you anchor your worth to reaction. Maybe you try to impress before they even understand you. None of this is you. This is not your true character. It's just learned behavior. Back then, these were survival strategies. You chased acceptance to avoid exclusion. You smiled wide to dissolve the threat. You gave too much too early, hoping to earn connection. It was instinct. It was brilliant. It kept you safe. Clever then, but a shackle now. Because now, as a real man, you are chosen by your gravitational habits. Women aren't pulled by loudness. They are pulled by consistency. They don't follow your intention. They follow your structure. You don't become wanted by convincing. You become wanted by being a place. But the shadow lives here. Desire misread becomes manipulation. Restraint faked becomes coldness. Neutrality abused becomes neglect. Subtle attraction isn't withholding warmth. It's withholding performance. Picture your habits like an internal garden. Daily you prune distractions, water ambitions, check soil of your energy. When someone walks past the fence, they see order. Not effort, not chaos. Rare is R-A-R-E. So here are the everyday habits, the ones that signal unconscious attraction. Even when she's not interested yet. Listen, habit 1, walk with direction, not fast, not slow, just forward. Your body says you have a destination. Women follow direction, not drift. Here is habit 2, speak after breathing, 1 breath before responding. It signals emotional regulation. Emotionally regulated men are safe, desirable, and scarce. Habit 3, phone discipline. When talking, never glance down. Phones are attention leaks. Women feel priority in your pupils. This is habit 4. Set micro boundaries like, no, I can't tonight. Full stop. Boundaries without justification create polarity. The here is habit 5. Understate achievements. Success whispered is louder than success shouted. Bragging implies scarcity. And the last one. Habit 6. Leave at your peak. Exiting when energy is high leaves memory. Glowing. Memory drives desire. She will notice these habits long before she knows why. Now ask yourself quietly, what would happen if you stopped explaining your time? Who would remain if you gave no discounts? What would they feel if you stopped filling silence? Which version of you appears when nothing is demanded? You are allowed to say less. You are allowed to keep your pace. You are allowed to decline politely. You are allowed to choose ambition over access. Weeks pass. You enter a co-working space. She's there again. This time she watches you longer. You greet the receptionist by name and ask about her new project, without announcing it loudly. You sit, you review your planner, actual paper. Phones distract, paper directs. She feels it, ritual. Later she asks what you're working on. You answer with 2 sentences, specific. Calm. You don't list tasks. You communicate trajectory. Women don't desire tasks. They desire direction. She leans on the counter near you. You're different lately, she says casually. Your eyes meet hers. No flinch. Lately, or just noticed? Her breath pauses. She laughs, too quiet. Rude. But her pupils dilate. You return to your work. Controlled exit. At the gym, you train alone. No storytelling between sets. No checking who's watching. No complaining. Your face is neutral. Your headphones rest around your neck, not blocking the world, but filtering it. She watches how you stand between sets, hands on hips, shoulders relaxed. You walk to the water fountain. Your posture is vertical, not collapsed. Strength is not just muscle, it's stillness. Afterwards, someone invites you to dinner. You answer, not tonight. Recovery. You don't justify, she hears it. Recovery means tomorrow matters. Tomorrow matters because you're building something bigger than tonight. That's masculine gravity. Later she approaches. Why are you always in control? You tilt your head. I'm not. I'm just practiced, her eyebrow twitches. Practiced at what? You smile, selecting where energy goes. It's then you feel the shift. She doesn't want entertainment. She wants access. That's where most men drown. They flood attention, they accelerate. They overshare until mystery dissolves. But you stay planted. Oaks don't sprint for squirrels. Now the tension thickens. She moves closer during conversation. She uses your name more often. She mirrors your posture. You answer slowly. You ask, what challenged you this month? She stutters, not used to wait. She shares something real. You nod once. No rescue, no joke, just oxygen. She looks at your lips, then your eyes. She holds the gaze 1 second too long. Micro attraction. But you check your watch gently. Good talking, you say, and leave. Because attraction expands in incomplete arcs. A week later, at a social evening, she finds you again. Hair pinned slightly differently, jacket structured, intentional. She leans against the table next to you. People say you're hard to get, she says. You shrug. I'm easy to access, but hard to keep. Her jaw tenses. Not insulted, activated. Time folds. She looks down, then up. Someone told me you weren't always like this. You smile small and answer. True. She takes 1 step closer, asking, what changed? You sip water and say clear, habits. She shakes her head. No, something else you don't answer. Silence blooms. She tries again. Someone told me there was one habit you stopped, and that's when everything shifted. Your stomach tightens, old memory rising. Now she whispers, what was it? You inhale, but someone behind you clears their throat. A man, older, calm with familiar eyes. Don't answer that here, he says quietly. She turns. Why not? He studies you, not her. Because that's the one habit men only reveal to the person who won't weaponize it. Her lips part. Confusion, curiosity, threat. She looks back at you, pulse visible at her neck. "Tell me," she says softly. Your heartbeat slows. Your tongue presses against your teeth, because the truth will change how she sees you forever. You lean in, breath steady, and at the exact moment the word forms, she steps back, eyes widening as if she finally realized